This is a different beast. Oh my goodness. You know what's crazy? It's so smooth. Right? Whoa.
There you go.
You're up. My advice would be to plug your ears because it is about to make a nice symphony.
You know, I actually slept surprisingly well on night 2. It was just cool enough to not be freezing where I didn't have to have multiple layers on in the tent, and it wasn't so warm that I was going to be sweating up there, which was nice because night 1 was way colder than I anticipated. Not entirely sure how Connor slept though, because just like the night before with dinner, he didn't want to pull anything out of the car and deal with that giant mattress or the tent. So he actually just reclined my passenger seat and slept inside the cab. Not really the most comfortable thing, but he did say he's done it before, and I guess it worked. It was finally time for us to part ways with Don and Sochi, and I just have to give them a huge shout out. They were troopers on this trip. If you guys haven't noticed, we've been driving a lot more than we normally do on our overland trips, or they even do probably on their solo trips. You guys rock, and I just wanted to say thank you for putting up with me stopping so frequently. I truly believe this is one of the best series I've made yet, and I don't think I would have gotten such great shots if we weren't stopping for me to get the drone out or set up the camera. You guys are awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys on our next trip. Now it's time for some solo trailing. This is something I don't really do that often, even back home. I usually try to stay with other people just in case if anything happens I have numbers to be able to help the situation. But you know what? I'm going against that common sense today because I really want to make it to the falls before we go home. Ever since I saw the photos of all the Broncos there for the United by Bronco event in February, I knew I needed to see it with my own eyes, and I really wanted to get a photo of the Bronco up there on the falls.
Straight for the candy. So fucking not good.
Was he whistling? I can't even tell. Was he alone in that car or is he whistling?
Now this trail is kind of surprising. It says that it's a green rated trail that's easy on Onyx off-road, but what I noticed is here at the beginning, there were a couple more climbs than I had initially thought there would be. And I felt like these definitely could be a little bit more moderate for certain vehicles or certain skill level. And the whole time I was here, I just kept thinking, a Utah green rated trail must be like an Arizona moderate trail. But once you make it past those rock ledges at the beginning, it's pretty much smooth sailing from here. It just becomes a big forest road.
Wow, that Bronco just did that with fucking ease.
Yeah, I wonder if he's...
This is also the perfect strip of road that Connor can drive so I can focus on my drone work. You know, I bought a drone back in 2016 when I first started getting into photo video, and for a long time I just didn't know how to implement any drone stuff into my work. It's so hard to fly out in the city sometimes, and you can't fly to make money for a job without a Part 107 commercial license, which I currently don't have. But it wasn't until I got into off-roading that I really was able to start utilizing my drone more frequently. And you know what? I always enjoy having another person with me so they can drive, which allows me to actually use manual controls and set up shots that I want to see, opposed to always relying on my active track, as I was getting so excited about some of these beautiful shots I was grabbing.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, I told you, I'm like, we're literally here. My drone just died.
Oh.
There it is. That's the famous crossing. You go through that, you get your photo over there, but looks like it's just busy. Yeah, right there.
We did it. We finally made it. After being out in the desert for days, nothing beats hearing the sounds or the smells of running water. It has been a long and warm trip that involves some hiking and getting in and out of the car, and I was pretty hot and sweaty for the last 3 days. So you know what? I wasn't about to miss the opportunity to rinse off and cool down in the nice cold stream.
If you can't tell, this feels really good. This is the third time I've already rinsed myself off. I wish we were just staying here, not leaving. But this is a nice spot.
And you know what? After feeling refreshed from the water, after days of being out on the trail, it was nice to finally sit and to take it all in for a moment. And here we go. It's time for me to get the shot that I came for. I don't know why I wanted this photo so much. I don't know why I was so obsessed with making it here. But I'm really glad I was able to make this happen. There's just something so exciting about being able to reach your destination and get the shot that you came for, especially after failing to finish West Rim on day 2. But now, it's time to head back. My original plan was to camp here around the water, but at this point, Connor and I kind of felt that we had seen and done everything we wanted to do on the trip, and we were ready to head home.
Good thing the Jeep didn't come this way.
Yeah, no kidding. They made a smart choice. The Jeep would not have made that, I don't think. It's supposed to be easy. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful scenery. I wish my drone had battery. I burned both of them.
Get it! You got it!
Where the did that come from?
Jesus.
Okay, well. Brock's trying to take a piece of me home. Take a piece of me from Brock. If it gets more like this, I guess we'll just go back, to be honest. Because this is a green rated trail and this ain't no green rated trail, which is crazy.
Maybe just turn to your left.
The second part of this trail is really enjoyable, being able to drive through some water crossings. I don't get to do that often back home in Arizona. This is also where I continue to question how this trail is not a moderate trail. I'm sure the camera doesn't pick it up, but this is pretty steep, and there are some ledges that you have to climb over as well. I swear, Utah easy trails have to be Arizona moderate trails. But since this trail is one big loop, we're finally back where we started, with a nice easy cruise back to the trailhead. Now that we're finally off the trail, Connor and I were going to make a quick stop at Subway to grab something to eat before our nice 7-hour drive home. Looking back, I still can't really believe how much ground we actually covered on this trip. I originally wanted to just go to San Hollow State Park, but this transpired in us driving over 1,000 miles in just 3 days for this overland journey. From northern Arizona all the way to southern Utah, hitting 5 separate trails along the way, and seeing some of the Southwest's greatest scenery. I'm so thankful that I have friends that are willing to join me on these trips. Time with them on the trail or around the campfire continues to just be highlights of every one of these journeys. And when I have time to reflect, I remember how these will be memories that will last a lifetime. For years, my greatest journey really sort of did happen on screen. Playing my favorite video game on Xbox, where I got to race warthogs or battle on Blood Gulch and chasing victories with friends late into the night. But no matter where I go, there's always a part of me that lives still in that world. After days of driving, camping, and exploring, picking up the controller again feels like the perfect way to unwind. Because even though I've traded pixels for peaks, I haven't totally left the game behind. And at the end of the day, some things you just don't outgrow.